Hey everybody, welcome back. It's 2023 and as has become a tradition with this channel, right at the beginning of each year, I normally would do a sample wish list video, I guess, and this is kind of what this is. It's a little bit different this year because honestly, I don't really have a very defined wish list of perfumes that I really want to smell. I've chosen 3 for this video, and it's really more a combination that I've just seen a couple of things on Instagram, social media, or have been recommended to me by a couple of people I know and trust. So, and the note combinations look very curious. Now they could end up being terrible on my skin, and I won't love them, but I am looking forward to trying these at some point this year if I can get my hands on them. I'm going to go through them quickly because obviously I haven't smelled them, so I'm going to put the note list up on the screen so you can see visually what they might be like, and I'll give it a little explanation as to why I'm interested in trying them. The first one is from a brand called Infieri. They are kind of based in the US, Los Angeles and Italy, I think. So some of these fragrances are made in Italy, distributed via the US. I could be wrong about that arrangement, but it's a kind of US-Italian sort of venture. Pretty sort of low profile at the moment, but I have seen them pop up on Instagram a little bit. This one that I'm interested in trying from this brand is called Monde Souterrain, which basically translates to the underworld, I guess. And when you start to have a look at the note pyramid for this particular perfume, you can kind of get where they're trying to go with this. So this kind of note profile very much interests me, and I really want to try it. So apparently, by the way, I will be linking in the description to each of the perfumes that I talk about. And these come in 30 ml extrait de parfum for the Infieri Le Monde Souterrain. So that's the first one that hopefully I get to try sometime this year. The second one, now this perfumer, I follow on Instagram, she follows me back, and she's released a couple of perfumes, and I'm not even sure if she has her own website where these are sold, but there's a link to where you can find this perfume. This one's called Milky Dragon. The brand and the perfumer's name is Isabel Larinon, and this one interests me because I've seen a couple of reviews on Instagram by friends of mine who've tried it, and I'm kind of curious about this. You know, the way it's being described is that there is a kind of green opening that sort of turns into something a little bit creamier and sweeter, not full gourmand, but I like the idea of where this perfume is actually trying to go, where it starts and where it ends up. Whether that actually happens on my skin is yet to be seen, but hopefully that is also one I like, and obviously these are the notes here. Now the third one is from a house that's probably a bit more well known than the first 2 I've mentioned. It's from Nobile 1942, 1942. I already have Patchouli Nobile from them, and I've tried a couple of other ones from this house that I've liked. This is a new release that's come out in 2022. This one is called Anti-Malocchio, which basically translates as anti-evil eye. Now, I can relate to this. Being an Italian raised boy, my mum always told me about evil eye and was very superstitious about it. And this perfume is apparently using a bunch of notes that were traditional kind of remedies against the evil eye. And as you can see, there are a bunch of them. Now, when you look at this note grouping or this note listing, it's kind of a little bit difficult to work out what it might smell like, because the top notes, there is a bit of spice and herbal going on. Then it gets a little bit more floral and woody in the middle and the base. So anything can happen with this particular perfume. I think there's a little bit of sweetness in there as well, and it could end up smelling really good or not working at all. I mean, that is basically the whole fun of sampling perfumes. And remember, this is a sample wish list. I wouldn't blind buy any of these perfumes, and I certainly wouldn't recommend blind buying. Those three, because of what I've read, who's written about them, I'm interested in trying. But honestly, I'm not, at the moment, there's nothing on my radar that I'm actually excited to try that I haven't tried. And I know there's been a lot of new releases, but really it's been very hard to get worked up and excited about any of these. And so I'm going to take 2023 as a year of discovery. I've refound my passion for trying new perfumes. I'm very excited that in a few months, I will be in Milan and going to Exence for the first time, and hopefully getting to smell lots and lots of new perfumes there. And I'm not, so I'm kind of holding back a little bit until I get there, which I'm sure will be like a sensory overload. And I'm sure I'll make lots of new discoveries as the year goes on. But you can always help me, and that's where in the comments, please let me know stuff that you're going to be getting samples of and try, discovery sets you want to try, or particular perfumes you want to try. I don't have any news on any big designer releases that are coming up that I'm particularly excited about. If anything comes from Hermes or Chanel in their designer line, I'd be happy to try it. And that's really all I wanted to say. And I wanted to sort of upload a video as well for 2023. The beginning of the year, I haven't done one in a while. I've had a little bit of a holiday, and I'm happy to be back and hopefully start uploading more regularly as well. But as always, I'm very thankful for the people who are subscribed and keep watching my channel. And I hope you stick with me in 2023, because I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Other than that, thanks for watching. Bye.